Hi, my name is Alejandro Tovar Mendoza, and I'm going to be speaking about Blink-182's early days, their peak and decline, and what they're doing now. So, when I was in middle school, I was going through some hard times, and the way I coped was by listening to some music. And Blink-182 was a major influencer and made me super happy at the time, and it still does. They made really good music that I could relate to, and I think that they really changed the music game for a lot of bands, and they paved the way for a lot of musicians to make music pretty awesome. So I'm sure that all of you have heard at least one Blink-182 song, but do any of you know who they really are and what they've managed to accomplish over the years? So I will be discussing Blink-182's career, and by doing so, I'm gonna go through their early career. Then I'm gonna transition into their peak, and then I'm gonna transition into their decline, and then I'm gonna transition into how they made a comeback to mainstream music. So we will begin by exploring the band's early days and how they came to be Blink-182. So originally, they are from San Diego, California, and they were formed in 1992, and they consisted of Tom DeLonge, Mark Hoppus, and Scott Raynor. They were originally called Blink, but they had to change their name to Blink-182 due to legal action that was going to be taken by some Irish band called Blink. But regardless, they came out strong and dominated Southern California's punk rock scene. According to allmusic.com of 2019. And they gained fame and notoriety due to the high energy, fast-paced songs and controversial lyrics that they were putting out, according to lastfm.com from 2016. They released 2 albums, further expanding their fan base. In 1994, they re-released one of the first albums called Buddha, and later that year they released Cheshire Cat. In 97, they released Dude Ranch, which gave them their first radio hit, Damn It. And in 1998, while touring, Tom and Mark decided to let Scott Raynor go and replaced him with legendary drummer Travis Barker. So, moving on, in 1999, this is their peak. This is where, they start blossoming into this awesome, popular band that everyone knows and loves. They released Enema of the State, which is widely known as one of the best albums of all time, and that propelled them into the mainstream music. And then songs like Adam's Song, All the Small Things, and What's My Age Again became MTV staples. The album sold over 15 million copies worldwide and made them one of the biggest successes of the turn of the millennium, with the help of veteran punk rock producer Jerry Finn, who previously worked with Green Day. After the success of Enema of the State, they released their 4th album, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, and that quickly debuted as the top album in the top 200 in the USA, according to Billboard.com of 2020. The album was praised for the expansion on themes such as adolescence, and songs that are popular off of that album are The Rock Show, For Stay and Stay Together for the Kids. In 2003, they released their self-titled album Blink-182, which has songs I Miss You, Down, Always, and Feeling This, and it was it was like a different tone that they brought to the game. They were more serious, and that redefined them as a more mature band, and people liked it a lot. And in 2005, from 2009, they went on a indefinite hiatus, so they basically broke up, and DeLonge started his own band called Angels and Airwaves, and then Hoppus started his own band with Barker called Plus 44. And then in 2008, after Barker's plane crash accident that killed 4 passengers, according to thedailybeast.com of 2011, DeLong, Hoppus, and Barker began to reconnect, and in 2009, while presenting in the Grammys, they announced that they would reunite and start making music again as Blink-182. So now I'm transitioning to their comeback to mainstream music. So in 2011, they released their sixth album titled Neighborhoods, and they would tour for the rest of 2011, and from 2011 to 2014, they would tour, but evidence of tension between the trio started to emerge. And in January of 2015, Hoppus and Barker announced that DeLong had left the band again, and DeLong denied it, but eventually he just moved on. So they brought in Alkaline Trio's Matt Skiba to fill in and eventually replace him in Blink-182. And then in 2016, they released their seventh album titled California. And after that, they started tending to their own musical groups. Barker began recording music with artists like Machine Gun Kelly, X, Youngblood, etc. Hoppus announced his newest side project called Simple Creatures that included All Time Low's Alex Gaskarth, and Skiba released another album with Alkaline Trio. And after California, they would then release 9 on September 20th of 2019, making it their 8th studio album, which is a great album, by the way. And in summary, Blink-182's massive success didn't just happen overnight. They dedicated years to making fun music that everyone would come to love. And although the band's career has been rocky, they are still going strong with the release of their newest album titled 9. And Blink-182 inspired countless of other bands to keep punk rock alive, and they undoubtedly changed the music game forever. And although they are not as popular as they were in the early 2000s, they are still going strong, and they are still making great music even after 2 decades of being around. And regardless if you're a fan or not, you have to give credit to the guys behind the really nostalgic songs. Thank you.